Here we are on the set of Donna and Friends, and today I have a very special guest, Macey Wilson from Atlink. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
Well, I'm just fine. It's so nice to get an opportunity to sit down and visit with you. We've just recently joined up with Atlink in a partnership of sorts, and so today it's like we're getting it together. We're meeting, so I'm really excited about that. Now, Macey, before we get started, just a little bit about you. Where are you from originally?
I'm actually from Crescent, Oklahoma.
Okay.
It's just down the road a few miles, and that's where I'm from originally. I graduated high school from there, grew up there. I went to Oklahoma State for 4 years, graduated with a degree in May of 2013, and I've been working for Atlink ever since. So This is my first, I call it my first big kid job. So.
What drew you to go to work for Atlink?
Really, it was just kind of an innovative. This position was very different from anything else I'd ever seen. I got on the ground floor of it. They were just developing the position, and so I was like, I want to kind of get in on this. Like, this company is growing like crazy. It's going to be growing. I'm going to kind of get to shape what goes on, like what my job is, and so it was just really exciting. It was a really exciting thing,
and you're from rural Oklahoma, just like
Yes.
I am.
Yes.
And that's kind of a focus of Atlink. You know, really, let me ask, who is Atlink and what distinguishes Atlink from other internet providers?
Well, Atlink is an internet service provider. We primarily focus on rural Oklahoma. We do serve portions of the metro, but really our focus is on rural. So kind of what distinguishes us, there's a couple different things that really distinguish us, but some of our larger competitors just can't afford really to be able to make it reasonable for the customers to put fiber down in these rural communities. The populations just aren't dense enough for them to do it, so we can provide them with a high-speed, reliable internet service at a more affordable cost. So that kind of differentiates us. And also we have unlimited data caps. So you can use our service as much as you want. There's no caps. After 5 gigs, you're not cut off, you're not slowed down, anything like that. It's absolutely unlimited. So that's kind of different from a lot of competitors.
This is really exciting for rural areas. I know within the Cushing area, it's been next to impossible for the folks that live outside of the city limits to get any kind of internet service. So I've got to just give it up to Atlink right off the bat. Now, what do you think the growth is expected for Atlink in 2015?
Well, right now, we are in the middle of a big push to put up a lot of new towers. So in 2015, we're just going to continue to grow our coverage area and really put work into our network to meet the demands of our customers. Right now, Netflix, Hulu, all those kind of video streaming sites are very popular, so we want to make sure we keep up with the demand of our customers.
Well, I have Apple TV myself, and I have Hulu Plus and all that, so it's really an exciting thing for me to think about Atlink being in this area. Where is the Atlink corporate office?
We're actually based out of Oklahoma City on Reno and Council.
Okay.
We're actually in the OKC Works building, which actually used to be the Lucent building. But it's really important to us to become part of our community. So we really make a point to travel and go out to all of our communities and make sure we make contact with all of those communities. So we're not just all sitting at the corporate office. We really do go out and meet the people of the communities that we serve and really figure out what the best thing is for each of those individual communities.
Well, you know, Macey, I've got to make this comment. You know, Oklahoma has some pretty crazy weather.
Yes.
And a lot of times that affects different internet services, cable services. How does that affect Atlink with weather conditions?
Well, that was one of my things. When I first started, I made sure that I wanted to get our service. It actually it's in Crescent. So I was like, if I'm going to be, promoting this company, I really want to make sure it's really what it says it is, all this stuff. I've had it for over a year now, and I've never had any problems with any weather. In my personal experience, I've never had any problems. Some people, may say a couple of things, but I've never had any problem with it. So I'm happy with it.
Well, that's another big factor, and it's nice to know that Atlink has got that covered as far as weather goes, because in Oklahoma, right now it's
You never know.
sunshiny and we could have a tornado tonight or an earthquake.
The earthquakes
What do you think about those earthquakes?
Those earthquakes are very interesting.
Aren't they?
The first few times I felt one, I was like, whoa.
I
what
know,
is that?
I know.
So it's definitely something that we're having to get used to as Oklahomans.
Yeah, we would have ever thought such a thing, that we would have to get used to earthquakes. Now, thinking as a potential customer, what credit and contract requirements would Atlink expect from clients like me?
Well, it's actually really cool. We are a no credit check, no contract company. We know that you're going to love our service, so we don't need to bind you in a year or 2-year contract.
Wow, that's refreshing.
Yeah, we actually have, we started back in 2005, and we actually have a large base of our customers that are from the early days of our company that are still with us. People love our service, and we retain those people that love our service. So we don't need to do any of that kind of stuff.
Now that is fabulous, because so many times there's X amount of requirements or things you've got to have in order to get a service like this opened up. And so how neat is that there's not, you can do this month to month.
Yes.
How fabulous. And if your credit's not 700 plus,
Yes.
you're going to be okay.
You're still good. Yes,
Yeah, you're
still
okay. What did Atlink choose to serve? Why did they primarily choose to serve those rural customers, do you think?
Well, we've kind of figured out that rural Oklahoma is a big lifeline in Oklahoma. The metropolitan areas are very important, but so are the rural Oklahoma. Without rural, and this is starting kind of as a rural girl, but without rural Oklahoma, we wouldn't have large portions of the meat that we eat.
Right.
The grains that we eat, the oil and gas that we use, and different other manufacturing items. So, we've really figured out that rural Oklahoma is where our growth and our stability is going to be as Oklahoma. And we made sure that infrastructure is going to be put in place so rural Oklahomans can have the same kind of internet service that people that live in the metropolitan areas have.
Well, I'm thinking about a lot of people that I know just in Cushing's rural area that have never had internet that was dependable, and it's been a frustration. I've had some of them say, hey, get on to watch my show. I can't watch your show because I'm right outside of, getting this service or that service. So it's got to be exciting to be able to service those rural customers finally, to where they are getting service like everybody's accustomed to in a city situation.
It is. It's really cool. And, we don't just have the people that live inside the city limits of rural Oklahoma. We also have the people that live 5 miles outside of town on 160 acres. We have lots of those. So it's really cool to see the diversity in our customer base.
Mm-hmm.
We have people that do live in the city, but we
Right.
have people that do live on those acreages and
Yes.
that live way outside of town.
Absolutely. Now tell me, Macey, what does it mean what does video speed internet mean?
Basically to us, when we say that we have video speed internet, basically what that means is, we are feeding the demand for the Hulu, the Netflix,
Okay.
all the other video streaming entities that are out there today. So, we just did a survey of our customer base. And a large portion of those customers said, yeah, we watch Netflix, we watch Hulu. So that's why it's important to us to keep investing in our network and everything to keep up with those demands for our customers, because we want our customers happy. Everybody wants reliable internet
Well, I
service.
think there's nothing more frustrating than trying to watch something video stream wise
Yes.
and it's slow.
Yes.
And you're sitting there waiting for it to load first of all, and then you're so excited because it finally loaded, and then it's dragging.
Yes, that
so
is very frustrating.
irritating. I mean, you're exhausted just trying to watch what it was, and so many times you
Just turn it off.
click
because
off
you're
of
tired.
it and say, I can't watch it, forget about it. It's just, it's exciting. Again, I'm going to say it's exciting to have Atlink in this
It
area.
is exciting.
With what you do for the company, how does it affect the various communities that Atlink serves?
Well, my job is pretty unique. It's really cool. I am a community liaison for the company. And so what I do is I'm kind of the bridge between our communities and our company. So I go to City Hall and I shake the city clerk's hand or whoever it is and introduce myself and kind of let them know what's going on. We're coming to town, all that kind of stuff. We also are really involved in community events, whether that be festivals, parades, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's really important to us. We also really want to invest our time in the school systems because we know that students are the future of this community.
Absolutely.
So we go and we talk with the principal, the superintendent, the athletic director. We try and do different sponsorships, try and do different fundraising activities with the groups, whether that be sponsoring ball games, having FCCLA come and do different things for us. So we do a lot of work with the schools because, like I said, we know that's.
And I'd like to thank you on behalf of Red Dirt Media Group for becoming partners with us because we've got that going on with Atlink now. If somebody wants to get the services or has a civic organization, what do they do to get in touch with you?
Well, it's really cool. They would just go to the website. Our website is www.atlinkservices.com. There is a section for the community liaisons on there, and you would just click on that site, and you could email our community liaison team.
Fabulous. Macey, you have been exciting to talk to, and I'll be talking to you a lot more in the future. You're watching Donna and Friends, so don't touch your mouse. We've got some good internet speed here. All right, we'll be back.